Alright, yeah.
Hi, my name is Katie Yates. I'm 17 years old, and I became involved in V-Day last year. I was the director for the production of the 2007 Vagina Monologues. I started getting involved when I read the book when I was like 16 or 15 years old, and we'd pass it around amongst our friends. We all thought it would be a good idea to do a production, so we signed up, and then in the autumn of 2006 we got the confirmation email, or the autumn of 2007, excuse me, we got the confirmation email saying that we could do a production, and we did a successful production last year. We raised approximately $1,020 for our beneficiaries, the Syracuse Peace Council and the Women's Information Center. And we decided to do it again this year because it's fun and it's a good cause, and that's basically it. I'm the organizer this year. And that's all. You have any questions?
No. I'm good.
You're so unprepared, Brady.
No, I don't need that much yet. It's still in the beginning.
Okay.
It's good.
Do you want to read these out loud, Toby? There's only in an awkward position. There's only no, not all of them. I'll give them to different people. We have enough. Yeah. Well, you shouldn't read that one. But I think this would be appropriate for you.
So what are didn't you say like a few weeks ago that there's special monologues or something?
These are the optional monologues, isn't that?
Yeah, but like new ones.
Oh, the spotlight monologue?
No, not the
hasn't been
spotlight,
posted yet.
but because it's the 10-year anniversary.
No, Toby has a special production.
Play.
Yeah,
Oh.
Toby's
That we're doing
taking care
that
of
men can perform in, and like the monologues all aren't written by Eve Ensler. They're written by like Howard Zinn wrote one.
which is so good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because hers, I tend to get, since we've done it the second year, and I'm reading over these, I'm seeing that her style is pretty consistent and almost obnoxious in a way.
Yeah.
But who wants Crooked Braid?
Didn't we do that one last year?
No.
No? Oh, we thought
We
about it.
considered doing it. These are the ones that we didn't do last year. There's 3. And we can only pick one.
2 different ones on 2 different nights that Eve Ensler would actually notice.
If what Brady said to me earlier happens,
Eve
then yeah.
Ensler might be coming.
Yeah, I know. He told me. But will she really come to both nights?
Good
No.
point. No.
But her little lady there might. Who cares though? This is the last year that we can do it anyway.
Yeah. Will she really berate us? I don't think so.
She might braid us.
But
I'm taking after both her. Alright, which ones does everybody want? We have Under the
sewed my
Burqa.
pants to my sock.
I thought you were going to say to your skin. I was like, that's awful.
I would have noticed.
2000, Eve Ensler traveled to Afghanistan. There she witnessed firsthand what misogyny would look like if it were to totally fulfill itself. Under the Taliban, women were essentially living lives of walking corpses. This monologue is for the brave, tender, fierce women of Afghanistan who not only survived but kept their country alive. The piece is not about the burqa per se. Wearing one is obviously a matter of culture and choice. It's about a time and place when women had no choice. Imagine a huge dark piece of cloth hung over your entire body like you were a shameful statue. Imagine there is only a drop of light, enough to show you there is still daylight for others. Imagine it's hot, very hot. Imagine you're encased in cloth, drowning in fabric, in darkness. Imagine you're begging in this bedspread, reaching out your hands inside the cloth, which must remain covered, unpolished, unseen. Or they might mash it or cut it off. Imagine no one is putting rubies in your invisible hand because no one can see your face, so you do not exist. Imagine you cannot find your children because they came for your husband, the only man you ever loved, even though it was an arranged marriage, because they came and shot him with the gun of his they could not find. And you tried to defend him, but they trampled you, 4 men on your back, 4 in front of your screaming children. Imagine you went mad, but you did not know that you were mad because you were living under a bedspread. You hadn't seen the sun in years, and you lost your way. And you remembered your 2 daughters vaguely, like a dream, the way you remembered the sky.
Danny, do you want to read one?
Yeah.
You want this one?
Sure.
Can I film?
you wanna?
Yeah, I love filming.
Who is going to start?
Toby, you can go first.
Okay. This monologue is based on interviews by Eve Ensler with women from the Oglala Lakota Nation on Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota. Their stories reflect the challenges that Native women face every day living in isolation and without resources. According to the Amnesty International report, Maze of Injustice, the average annual rate of rape and sexual assault among American Indian women is 2.5 times higher than all other races. Crooked braid. He wanted me to go out. He said to me, or he wanted to go out. He said to me, you stay home. I said, I wanted to go out. He said, you have a baby. I said, it's our baby. I laid the baby down. He probably felt my tension because he was whimpering, the baby. I looked up and he slapped me, my husband. Not a blast that knocks your eyes blue. That came later. It was a smack, a hard domestic smack. He looked at me. He was smiling. I couldn't believe it. He was smiling. He slapped me again. His dad was vicious to his mother. I saw him smile. What was that? He was the nicest person. He had long black hair. Combing his long hair when we made love, it got loose before. He took me to dinner, made me go out with his boss. I didn't want to go. He kicked me under the table, told me to look happy, told me to smile. I smiled. He kicked me again, asked me who I was trying to fuck. Asked me to stop coming on to everyone. I stopped smiling. He kicked me again. This went on and on. Outside the restaurant, he grabbed my hair and pulled me down to the curb. It had been snowing. He buried me in snow. He pounded me in the gutter. The snow was melting. It was sloppy and mud. My hair felt like it was bleeding. I ran to... He was drinking. I was too. I must have blacked out. I woke up in the hospital after 5 brain surgeries. My hair was gone. They shaved it off. I had to relearn to talk.
Is it reverse order?
Yay, Katie!
I was reading through
And
it.
my arms. It took me 4 months to remember how to cook breakfast. I remember putting the egg in the frying pan with the bacon. I knew the egg felt right. I just didn't remember to crack it open. Just the egg in the frying pan in its shell. My head was bald. After 18 years, he beat me in the morning when he was so nice again. I would braid his long hair. I would take my time like I cared so much, and I would do it perfectly crooked. I would make the hairs so they would stand up all crazy-like. Then he'd go forgetting that the bruises on my face were his handprints. He'd walk all cocky in the street, all macho in the road, but his braid would be so crooked and look so stupid and wrong. This shouldn't have made me that happy. It really just shouldn't have made me that happy. I heard he was out with a woman, making love, and she was fluffing his hair when he was wild on top of her. He came home much later, and his hair was braided up all right and tight. He passed out from drinking, and I got up with scissors as he snored and slowly walked to him and just cut the braid off, completely off.
An indication that I want it, or give it, or that I have it. My short skirt is not begging for it, does not want you to rip it off me or pull it down. My short skirt is not a legal reason for raping me, although it has been before. It will not hold up in a new court. My short skirt, believe it or not, has nothing to do with you. My short skirt is about discovering the power of my lower calves, about cool autumn air traveling up my inner thighs, about allowing everything I see or pass or feel to live inside. My short skirt is not proof that I am stupid or undecided or a malleable little girl.
I used plaster, put it on my friend's face, and then just work off of
I'm sure we
it.
can find like a bunch of kids somewhere, and like be like, let's make masks. It won't be like child labor at all. And
We'll just go down the street with a couple red wagons and big signs that say, "Hey kids, we're gonna make masks and we have free candy."
and then like, well, if you say kids make masks, that's gonna stop. The money will go into ending violence against women. They'll be like, oh, children made these. It's a publicity stunt.
We could make them as children make them.
No, but
make more money
Brady
that way.
needs to film it, and like they'll be like, huh, there were no children at this mask making party.
Hey,
No,
age is only
we're
a number,
underage.
and I was
We're
just 17.
We're children. It's true. We have the same rights as cattle.
Yeah.
What?
People who are under the age of 18 have the same rights as cattle.
Yep.
We have, by the law, we have no free will.
Unfortunately, under New York state law, there's no legal emancipation process. It's just if you're supporting yourself, you're emancipated, but it's not official until your parents take you to court because they're mad at you for living out of the house.